Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the very important disease of horse, that is equine viral arthritis. Starting with the introduction, equine viral arthritis is an acute contagious viral disease of equids. The synonym of the disease are epizootic cellulitis, pink eye, equine typhoid. If we can talk about its etiology, the disease is mainly caused by equine arthritis virus, which is RNA virus of Togaviridae family. Considering its epidemiology, equine arthritis virus is present in equine population in many countries worldwide, with the notable exception of Japan and Iceland. It is frequently highest in standardbreds and warm bloods. The incubation period for the disease is 7 to 19 days. If we can see its transmission, aerosolization of respiratory secretions, fomite contamination with respiratory secretion, venereal transmission, and congenital transmission can be possible. A carrier state occurs in most stallions after natural infection and is primarily responsible for persistence of the virus in the horse population through infectious seminal fluids. If we can see more about its transmission, the stallion may act as a carrier and it will lead to the transmission of the disease in breeding farm through venereal transmission via natural breeding, artificial breeding, etc., or through horizontal transmission it may be occur. Now, no carrier state in mares or geldings and foals which are less than 6 months of age. Horizontal transmission can occur through aerosolization of respiratory secretion, virus in secretion, and fetal tissues. Vertical transmission can also be possible through congenital infection of late-term fetuses, and it may also lead to the abortion of the fetus. When the movement of horse or shipment of infective semen and embryos took place, it will lead to the transmission of the disease. If we can talk about its pathogenesis, after the intranasal entry, the virus invades the respiratory tract epithelium and the alveolar macrophage. By 72 hours after infection, replicating virus are detectable in the bronchopulmonary lymph nodes, endothelium, and circulating macrophages. The viremia causes further infection of mesenteric lymph nodes, spleen, liver, kidneys, nasopharyngeal, pleural and peritoneal fluid, and also to the urine. By 6 to 8 days after infection, the virus has localized within the endothelium and medial myocytes of blood vessels, where it causes necrotizing arthritis. The clinical signs observed are, first of all, respiratory signs, in which there is presence of serious nasal discharge, cough, conjunctivitis, lacrimation, palpebral and periorbital edema. The microscopic lesions visible are the vasculitis, in which smaller arterioles and venules are involved, which are seen in the placenta and the brain, liver, spleen and lungs of the fetus also. The gross lesions observed are the pulmonary or respiratory edema, emphysema, interstitial pneumonia, excess peritoneal, pleural and pericardial fluid. The diagnosis can be done through clinical signs and history, reverse transcriptase PCR, virus neutralization test, ELISA test, virus isolation, and immunohistochemical examination can also be done. If we can see its treatment, there is no specific antiviral treatment available for the equine viral arthritis. The supporting care, including bandaging, NSAIDs, antimicrobial therapy, is not needed. Symptomatic treatment indicated only in the severe case. For the control measures, isolation of newly introduced horse for 2 weeks. Second one, maintenance of pregnant mare in small isolated groups, identification of carrier stallions, and annual immunization of non-carrier breeding stallion population. Vaccination with modified live vaccine can be possible, and brood mares should be vaccinated 4 to 6 weeks before foaling. Thank you very much, and please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel.